Hello, I'm Kyle Lacroix from Sets Consulting, and this is episode 4 of Sets Stories. Today's theme, Ready or Not Moments. When I work with a lot of coaches and players, I like to discuss these ready or not moments. And these ready or not moments are simply periods in time or in your life that you've either over prepared for an event and the results have far underachieved your expectations, or times when you've underprepared for an event and the results have far exceeded your expectations. So my ready or not moment was this. It was 2017, I think it was October or even November, and I was supposed to go up to a USPTA district meeting up in West Palm Beach, which is outside of my USPTA Florida Division District. I'm in the South County, West Palm Beach is in the North County. But I decided to go up anyways because I had some business matters regarding USPTA that I had to tend to, and I was going to hand over some paperwork to one of the directors of tennis up there. And I gave her my word that I would definitely be there. So I'm not one to ever go back on my word, but of all the days that this meeting could have happened, this was probably the worst day. It was a Wednesday, just a long day at the club. Um, Weather was terrible. It was raining. Traffic was bad. I was tired. I was cranky. I was sweaty. I was probably smelly as well. And I just remember driving up to this meeting in the pouring rain, and then it was bumper to bumper traffic. Everything that could have gone wrong on this probably did. And I knew I was going to be late. And I do not like being late ever. I'm never late for anything. I'm always early, and I pride myself on that. But I knew I was going to be late for this. So I finally get to this club up in West Palm Beach, and I'm probably about 45 minutes late, which I was just fuming at this point. And I get into the club, and I find the meeting room, and I realize they had a little cocktail party just before where it would have been a perfect chance for me to hand over this paperwork and then be on my merry way and get home. And instead, because I missed this little cocktail party they had, I ended up being in the room right before they were about to have their first meeting. And so, I'm 6'6", 200 plus pounds, so I can't really, you know, glide into a room and glide out without anyone seeing me. So I figured I would be respectful and I would wait for the speakers to complete their presentation. And I found a spot in the back of the room and just kind of listened. And the first speaker up was this young lady named Lisa Pugliese, and she had this presentation on her new charity called Love Serving Autism. So I stood in the back of the room and waited and smiled, and I happened to listen and be respectful. And she had a lot of great ideas and a great message, and the charity was really doing some pretty incredible things for only being open for less than a year. So it was the end of the meeting, and um, just very impressed with the organization and everything. But didn't really talk to anyone after. I just kind of got on my way. But her presentation really stuck with me, and I said, "Wow, what an admirable thing to do." And so I figured, let me go on social media. I'll do my good deed for the day because it was just a rough day and I needed a good pick me up. So I figured I would do this good deed and that would kind of save me somehow. So I go on social media and I just make a simple post, hey, check out Love Serving Autism. They're doing great things in Palm Beach County. And I sent it out. And about a week later, I get a call from Lisa, just thanking me for the social media post that I made and all of those things, and didn't think too much of it, but we kept in touch. And well, long story short, about 2.5 years later, Lisa is now my wife. So it just goes to show you I was completely underprepared for that moment, for that meeting. I wasn't in the mood. I wasn't open to listening to anyone, hearing about anything. And sometimes these moments that we are underprepared for can far exceed our expectations. And I can tell you, even though I wasn't happy at the time, I am so glad that I went. So, quick story right there, but hopefully that gives you an example of what to expect. So, even if sometimes we don't feel like doing something, it's okay to follow through on it. And for me, I'm so lucky that I gave my word to this pro that I was going to be there. Because if it wasn't for that, I probably just would have canceled. But sometimes we're underprepared for things and incredible things happen. And it also works in reverse. So if you're watching this, I want to know about your ready or not moment. When was it? How did it go down? Let me know. I would love to hear you. And if you're a coach or a player, let me know about some of your matches where you might have had this experience too. All right. Thanks so much for listening. Have a great day. Bye.